Studies frequently highlight that modern garments are worn an average of just 7 times. Consumers buy about 60% more clothing today compared to 15 years ago, but keep them for half as long. Up to 60% of all purchased clothing is thrown away within the first year. The fashion industry is one of the most destructive on the planet, by some estimates, the second worst after oil. But here's what I want to argue. Blaming fast fashion misses the point. Fast fashion isn't the problem. It's a symptom. I'm Dee. Let's talk about it. The numbers are real, and they're brutal. Around 100 billion garments are produced annually. As much as 87% ends up in landfill or incineration. Cotton farming consumes enormous quantities of water, around 2,700 liters for a single t-shirt. Synthetic fibers shed microplastics every time they're washed. Garment workers in Bangladesh, Cambodia, and Ethiopia earn pennies per hour stitching clothes destined to be worn briefly and thrown away. Most coverage of this treats it as a fashion industry problem, as if the industry got greedy and the rest of the economy is innocent. But fast fashion isn't an anomaly. It's the natural endpoint of a culture that has been redesigned, decade by decade, to drive constant consumption. The shopping cycle is a dopamine economy. The wardrobe is a status economy. The trend cycle is planned obsolescence by a different name. Fast fashion didn't break the system. The system designed fast fashion. So what does Degrowth say about this? It says, don't try to fix fast fashion. Step out of the funnel. That means more than slow fashion as a personal style choice. It means redesigning the relationship between humans and the things we wear. Look at where this is already happening. Repair cafés have spread across Europe. Antwerp, Amsterdam, Berlin, Edinburgh. People bring broken things and fix them in community workshops. The Restart project in the UK has supported the repair of hundreds of thousands of items. Second-hand markets are exploding. In some segments, resale is outpacing new clothing sales for the first time. Vintage isn't just a niche aesthetic. It's a redesign of how clothing circulates. Patagonia famously ran a campaign with the headline, "Don't buy this jacket." That's degrowth in marketing form. France passed legislation requiring a Repairability Index on electronics and is exploring similar policies for clothing. The EU's Right to Repair Directive is shifting how products are designed. And on a deeper level, slow fashion designers are returning to the idea that clothing is a relationship between the maker, the garment, and the wearer, not a transaction. The 30-wear rule, the idea that you shouldn't buy a garment unless you can imagine wearing it at least 30 times, is one of the most quietly radical consumer ideas of the last decade. Because when clothing is meaningful, you stop needing 80 items in your wardrobe. Here's the deeper insight. Most fast fashion purchases aren't about clothing. They're about something else. Connection, status, mood regulation, identity. The garment is a stand-in for a need it can't actually meet. So one question, the next time you find yourself about to buy something, do I actually want this garment? Or am I trying to fill a different need? Sometimes the answer is genuinely, I need this. That's fine. But sometimes the answer is, I'm bored, or I'm anxious, or I want to feel different. Those needs are real. Clothing rarely meets them. In the next video, technology, the thing that was supposed to free us, the thing that's now exhausting us, and why degrowth doesn't mean anti-tech. Subscribe to learn more, and let's work on building a world that thrives by design, not by default.